Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Mridamsa, and today, as you know from the title, we are talking about the new M1 chipset, also known as the Apple Silicon, that's gonna be shipping with the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro 13-inch and Mac Mini. So these three computers will have the new M1 chip, and Apple did make some pretty bold claims with the new chipset. So they said that it has the fastest integrated graphics out there on any processor. They also said that it has the best CPU performance in terms of power consumption, and it's faster than the latest processor out there, latest laptop PC processor out there. Along with these bold claims, the chipset has the CPU, the RAM, and the I/O, the Thunderbolt controller, and the Apple T2. All these components combine into one chipset. So forget about memory upgrading your memory. You will need to pay Apple for that. You need to buy a PC that has enough memory to support your works. Otherwise you cannot upgrade that after you buy the your system. And along with that, Apple also claimed that it has the world's fastest CPU cores. Now, it is an octa-core system, so there are 8 cores, out of which 4 cores are the high-performance cores and 4 cores are the high-efficiency cores. And because of all these things, Apple says that now you can get up to 20 hours of battery life, and that's insane for a laptop because most of us might not even be awake for that time. And that sounds really interesting because nowadays everything happens from home. You need your system available every time, and because of this they say it is now gonna be possible. You are gonna get a lot of battery life, almost 20 hours, and that sounds insane, but Apple claims that it's gonna happen. And there is no arguing that Apple MacBooks did have the best battery life, one of the best battery lives out there in the market. So the M1 chip also has a 8-core GPU which has 128 execution units and up to 24,576 concurrent threads, 2.6 teraflops, and these numbers do sound very, very impressive on paper, but the actual implementation, actual execution will be only known when the devices come into market and people start testing it, and then start sharing their experience. Otherwise, on paper this sounds really effective. And Apple also announced the new Mac OS Big Sur that's gonna be launching on 12th of November, and by the time you are seeing this video, I think it would have already been launched. Apple says that this new processor would work to make the experience on Big Sur even smoother. And on top of that, Apple says that this will open the biggest library of applications, because this new processor will be able to run iOS apps on your Mac, and that opens new opportunities to use different applications that you used to use on your iPhones and iPads on your laptop. And that makes a huge difference for a lot of you out there, and you can even play the mobile games on your PC. And since it has great graphics, you are going to enjoy them. And another feature that this processor will provide, and a lot of it doesn't really matter much, but in certain circumstances it is really important. So the laptop will be instantly awakened. When you open the screen, it will be there, ready to be used. And I think it has a lot to do with that mobile processor, because our smartphones, when we keep them, they are in the sleep mode, and when we power it on or press that power button, it is ready to be used. I think that makes it happen. It's something similar, but yes, when nowadays you might be using your laptops a lot. You might take rest, keep it out there, carry it, and you will be it will be ready to be used anytime. And since it has great battery life, you don't need to really turn it off, and that might make a really huge difference for a lot of people out there. And according to Apple, it has great performance packed into it, and because there is great performance claimed, there is great battery life, people might be interested, and it attracts a lot of users. And another announcement Apple made was with the security options. So it is gonna bulk up the security furthermore, having hardware verified secure boot, automatic high performance encryption, Mac OS runtime protections. Now this will lock the ecosystem furthermore. So to be there might be some applications that you might not be able to use with the new update on Macs. And for any application out there to be able to be functioning on the Macs, they need to be optimized for the new processor. They need to be go through all the from the Apple administration for them to be able to come on your laptop. And that might be an issue, that might be a downside to this new update, because the Apple ecosystem was already kind of locked, because it was hard to access and there was not a lot of flexibility. Now since the security has worked even more, that locks down the ecosystem even more, and that might be a problem to a lot of you out there. So another problem that I saw was with the applications. So other than the applications made by Apple itself, the applications like Photoshop and other third-party apps might not be available on Mac very soon. You might need to wait until early next year, that's the year 2021, to be able to see the versions of application optimized for this new ecosystem. And though you can use the previous versions of these softwares via feature the universal apps, but the question is, how effective will that be? How smooth will the experience be for the user? Because the software still is not optimized for the system. Another claim Apple made was that there will be up to 15 times faster machine learning. Now that seems, that sounds really great, because a lot of editing softwares, a lot of applications do use the machine learning feature. And to have that that big of a boost does sound really great. But now again, things come down to the actual implementation, how it works. And one thing I really find not very satisfying, or let's say kind of funny, is the camera. So because of the new chipset, the image post-processing, the video post-processing will be great. The overall video quality will improve a little bit. It will be a better it will be better than the previous ones. But the actual camera sensor has been kept the same. It's the same old sensor, but it will look a little bit better because of the new chipset. Now I think because people are working from home, there are a lot of conferences happening, the new Macs could really use a camera upgrade as well. And in the typical Apple fashion, we didn't get any numbers, so we don't know at the actual speed of the processor, we don't know the actual speed of the graphics, the integrated graphics, and we just got some vague numbers like the CPU is 3.5 times faster than the previous CPUs used. The integrated graphics is 6 times faster than the previous generations, and we get up to 15 times better machine learning. There will be 2 times faster SSD, and though these numbers sound really great, it would be great to have the actual speed and the other things, the actual numbers out there, but we didn't get that. And one more interesting fact is that when we talk about CPUs, when we talk about processors, when they are upgraded, we get 5% better performance, 5% better power efficiency, or 10% or 20%, but here we are talking like 3 times faster than the previous generations, 6 times faster GPU, and these numbers are huge. And now it really comes upon the actual testing, actual testing by users, actual comparison with the previous generation Macs, which I think will definitely see are coming out very soon, and that will have a clearer picture. But even though keeping all the facts, numbers aside, it will definitely have better battery life, because Apple is great at optimizing, and they're they are great at optimizing everything. They are great at keeping things smooth. So I think definitely that might be a factor people would love to see. And one more upgrade that you will see in the new Macs is with the microphones. So the microphones on the Macs will be now studio quality microphones, which is a great deal, because a lot of recording, a lot of conferencing, a lot of things are happening from home, and to have those studio quality mics on your laptop itself will make a huge difference. And I really think that these numbers sound really impressive, like 3.5 times faster CPU, 6 times faster graphics card, and that for a user will make a huge difference. But now the actual things comes up on the testing of the products. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what we will be seeing, what reactions we'll be getting from the users. Well, that was it for now. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel and love the world of tech, do subscribe and press that bell icon so you don't miss out on the latest updates. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.